Don't you ever just get that feeling when you want to talk about everything on a game, but you're restricted by the video length?
Holy fish paste!
Now long-time viewers may be thinking, wait, didn't you already talk about this game like 3 times and was planning to make it a really long series, even drawing up the thumbnails and planning to release them each month, but then realizing no one watched the first part because it was the Black Eagles and not the Golden Deer, so that ended your enthusiasm for the whole 12-part series? Well, who cares about that now, because here it is. One big final video on everything about the game's story that I want to talk about. Yes, the Black Eagles, Golden Deer, Blue Lions, and Sewer Rats, all here today. And don't worry, I have put timestamps in the description of which part are which, so if there's one route you don't want spoilers on, you can just skip over it. And now, let's take us back to the release of Fire Emblem
Three Houses,
where I got the game and decided to stream it over at twitch.com/Ramses, and I put it to the viewers, which house should I pick? And which one do you think they decided? It was the Golden Deer, of course, the popular one.
They're mental hoo-hoo.
But then Ramses thought of something. To maximize his time playing through the game, he would play the Black Eagles route in his own time off stream. However, the thing is, for the majority of the first half, the story is the exact same, as in the stuff that happens is the same in all 3 routes. And the only major differences are the reaction sections between your students showing what they think of the events. That's why here in this introduction, I will go over those bits, so that when I get to each route, I won't be repeating myself every single time. And I don't want to confuse someone who skips ahead and is like, wait, why did Byleth go Super Saiyan? What is happening? Alright, so at the start, we see a low frame rate cutscene where a lady called Sirius, I think, is fighting a dude called Nemesis, I think. And his stretchy sword is no match for Sirius's,
Die!
Oh no. Well anyway, flashing to current time, we get the main character being Byleth from Super Smash Bros. This game. A very, very wide-eyed individual, whose dad is this dude with a different hair color. Yeah, that's never really explained. Maybe Byleth went through a rebellious stage? They are mercenaries but are called upon to save the future 3 leaders of Fodlan. Short and angry, calm and tall, and...
Whoa there, you two sure are tasty.
After a little tutorial, we get called into this ridiculously large school to meet the ridiculously large Principal Pope, who was like, thanks for saving my students. Also, since you seem like you have the qualifications, why not be a teacher at the school, alright? Are they okay? So then you run around to meet the students, then have a choice of picking a house to teach. The serious house, the other serious house, and the...
I'm Hilda Valentine gone.
You can see why everyone picked them at the start. But regardless of that, you meet the little hooligans and are forced into a mock trial battle where the 3 houses are playfully fighting each other. Oh, this is so nice. I sure hope this isn't foreshadowing a more bloody battle between the houses later on. Anywho, I almost forgot to mention, you aren't just an average blank main character. Oh no, you're special. Cause you got a green-haired girl trapped in your head named Sothis.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called a mere child.
Who acts as the inner voice of Byleth, rebounding ideas and thoughts the player might have. Also parties late into the night eating nothing but cheese toasties. That little gremlin.
Phooey.
And wait, why does she sound exactly like Morgana from Persona 5? Does that mean she's gonna say go to bed? Well no, because Byleth definitely does not sleep with those eyes. So yeah, Daddy Geralt warns us to not trust a ridiculously large Pope, and we meet other side characters that appear in all the routes. Alcoholic,
transmogrifies,
strong churchman, strong church lady, her goth best friend, yep, just a best friend, Professor Snape, the strict no-nonsense teacher, who clearly does not understand the kids' lingo, his sister, a green blob, why is she so tiny? And a dude who really, and I mean really, loves the Pope.
I've got to protect Lady Rhea.
Now after the battle, the church, school, learns that there's a plot to steal the most valuable treasure, a stretchy sword. So to stop the thieves, the group go down and find a knight with horns. Horn gang, yay! But he wants to kill you. Horn gang, oh no! Now it's all up to you if you want to avoid him, or you can fight him because your Twitch chat told you to. Move again? What? What? Hello? And the reinforcements come. Let's make a break for it. Alright, you know what? These people survived. These are our chosen few. I'm not rewinding. Let's go. Alright, let's do this. You, however, run to the end and grab the sword, awakening it as is your fate, while its sound echoes through the dungeon, its path of radiance shining brightly. Dasha776. Now, while I got you here, sitting comfy, let's talk about crests. Okay. So these are the things that are passed down through generations, through the bloodlines. In gameplay, it's stat benefits, but for the story, it's sort of like status symbols, i.e. the rich and powerful all have them, and people want them in their family tree. So being without one sets you on a harder path through life. Anyway, the Pope is so happy you grabbed a sword, and tells you to grab another one. But it seems that the thieves already got it. And I guess they didn't have main character status and turned into a giant monster. I keep forgetting this is a Nintendo branded game. Then after this, there's an incident in some village place where it seems like this dude called the Flame Emperor, you know who's flaming, is causing the villagers to go berserk and kill each other. And the dude working with him is a big brain boy. Yeah, that is such a big brain. We scare them off after the Flame Emperor tries to get us to join them.
With the sword of the creator on our side, Solon would not be a threat. You are lying.
Hey, I said I wanted to join. Anyway, forget about that dude. We have more important matters. As the green-haired gremlin, not her, the other one, gets kidnapped. And her brother Sedith, who is a very caring brother.
It has been brought to my attention that certain individuals have been making advances toward Flame. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that?
Is frantic in searching for her. But next to the alcoholic who is stone cold drunk, we find an opening to an underground base. And there we see Flame, alongside a red-haired girl, both kidnapped by the Horned Knight.
You are getting in the way of my game.
That was weird, but welcome aboard, random red-haired persona girl. I'm sure after some orientation, you can maybe pick the class you want to join.
You're just a pathetic old man.
So it's revealed she's part of a cult. Checks notes. Ah yes, those who slither in the dark, or twisted. No, yeah, I know it's not a great name. I'm gonna call them slithering to narrowly avoid copyright, okay? And they are sort of the creepy dudes who keep doing naughty stuff in the plot. But now Violet is sad Violet and finds Daddy's diary showing that he actually was in the church way back but ran away because he found out the Pope's plans for us. That's not ominous or anything? The ridiculously large Pope is evil? Maybe? Well anyway, seeking revenge for Daddy's death, Violet and the gang hunts the cult down, finding their big, and I mean big brain leader alongside the redhead persona girl, who turns into a monster girl. Okay, yeah. But Big Brain, in typical anime fashion, gets stunned that we can fly. Wrong clip. No, he sends us to the Shadow Realm, thinking he's destroyed all of our life points. Aha, you fool, Kaiba. I had set a trap card, Cheese Toasties. And when activated, I get to use polymerization to fuse with the green-haired girl. Oh yeah, sure, this means Sothis is now gone from the rest of the game. I'm serious, she never appears again. But now we get glowing anime ham. Pop back out to defeat the big brain boy. So hi class, I'm just trying out a new hairdo. Please don't laugh at me.
That thing's green.
Well, excited you seem to have a similar hair color to her, Lady Rhea, the ridiculously large Pope,
From the bottom.
takes you down to the church's tomb to try and awaken the goddess Sothis. But I guess the small green-haired girl was a god? Yeah, shocking in a Fire Emblem game, I know. But she won't appear? Because she's kind of fused into your hair? And at that very moment, the Flame Emperor appears, and it's revealed that they are in fact... And then after that crazy reveal, you get a big battle where attacks the church with their army, and before you can do anything, the slithering attack and shove you off a cliff. And now this is where I'll talk about each route separately, because all of that was pretty much the exact same, with only the character reactions to events, meaning things like Edelgard says this,
I suppose.
Dimitri,
Deep in your heart.
and Claude,
Who's the cap?
riveting stuff. But now as Violet awakens, the story diverges in very different ways depending on which team you pick. And like I said before, I was playing this game while streaming, which took me a while to beat, meaning the route I finished first was the Black Eagles. Now I picked the Black Eagles because I liked Edelgard's design. That's really all there is to it. Horn Gang, yay! but they also had some good press. Dorothea at launch was easily the fan favorite, with Bernadetta giving those lovers of timid characters something to cheer about. And I don't know, at the start I really didn't think much of the Blue Lion, so that's why I went with this route. And it was kind of weird because everyone online, then I found out, picked the other two. And I'm like, okay, I'll just take my tiny angry emperor and leave. So the Black Eagles are part of the Western country in Fodlan, an empire with Edelgard the heir to the throne. She's very small and angry, mostly with how the system works, where nobility is ruled by those with crests. And there just seems to be a lot of hatred with the current system in society, with how unjustly it treats people. Also, she's small, did I forget to mention that? So let's meet the rest of her gang, shall we? Well, there's Casper the friendly boy. That's literally his whole personality. You have Petra the hostage, who still wants to make friends with the hostages.
Training is the most important for hunting. You can start by breaking the ice. Huh?
Why is she so adorable? Then you have Hubert, Edelgard's right-hand man, who helps her reach anything on high ledges. Then there's Dorothea, the opera singer with big lungs. And she really, and I mean really, hates the nobility.
I hate you.
Huh.
Speaking of, he is Ferdinand.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I know that's what I said.
I am Ferdinand von
Hey,
Eyre. I am Ferdinand
can't you-
von Eyre. I am Ferdinand
Quiet,
von Eyre.
you.
I'm Josuke Higashikata.
What?
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
That's better.
Legitimate son.
Then you have Linhart, the sleepy crest researcher.
Subscribe.
And finally, Bernadetta. Yeah, she's,
I'm such a coward.
So yeah, that's the gang. And they are sure something. I mean, one thing I learned from Three Houses is that I couldn't really find a favorite, at least not in this group. Most of them were just kinda okay, which is probably why I stuck with Edelgard herself most of the time. The dynamics in the group are mostly Petra trying to befriend everyone, Hubert scaring everyone, Dorothea destroying Ferdinand's nobility ego, Casper being too friendly with everyone, Linhart too sleepy, and Bernadetta, well...
Unmarriageable.
yeah, that.
I am
Unmarriageable.
So yeah, the Black Eagles are very serious, a lot of supports don't have many funny moments.
I can't swim.
Bernadetta, this is unhealthy behavior.
None of your business. Get lost. Oh no.
But showcase a lot of the characters' history, like why Dorothea hates the nobility and so on. Edelgard also details how she was kind of forced into the line of leader since her family died one way or the other, and we learn this through her supports.
We are within a monastery. No ghost would dare set.
And here you kind of see that there's a lot of evil surrounding her family. She later tells you that her bloodline has the crest of Sirius, that Palatina lady in the opening cutscene, but it was only a minor one, and that all of her and her siblings were held prisoner underground to try and get a better crest through torture. Everyone died except for her, and you can tell she survived by her unnaturally white hair. No, it wasn't for an anime color choice, unlike certain others. Thus she got a new crest, but now her lifespan was cut short. So yeah, after being tortured and with how much power the crest has, she sort of grows a hatred for the class system and the church, who gave the crest that power in society. And because of this, she does everything she can to take down the church who rule over Fodlan. Now me personally, I listened to Daddy Gerald when he mentioned about how, you know, watch out for the ridiculously large pope. And I thought since you side with Edelgard, well, you know, just watch out for crazy Lady Rhea. Which then brings me to this scene that happens when you leveled up Edelgard supports right after the big hair change.
I'm going to Enbar, the imperial capital. There is something I must do there.
Wait, what the heck? Heartbeat? A decision? Affecting the story? What? So, to backtrack, a reminder, I played this game at launch, meaning there are no guides, there are no walkthroughs. I was absolutely stunned by this. Yes, apparently this route splits off. Well then I was thinking, does that mean every route splits off? So 6 routes then? And why the heck at launch are there barely any save files? It was so confusing and baffling and amazing that this was something I did not expect. Now as I mentioned before, I liked Edelgard and I didn't like Rhea that much, so I went with the shorty. And going with Edelgard we see her sickly father, and she wants to complete the ceremony to make her the emperor, with us representing the church as witness. So here's the Empress Edelgard. And also the dad is like, sorry about you being kidnapped to the Blue Kingdom, and when the Prime Minister tortured you, I'm just an old man who can't do anything. Well, that's okay I guess, but oh look, here's the Prime Minister who tortured me. Well, as my first order as Empress, you're fired, also you smell. So then we cut forward to the bit with the Flame Emperor in the tomb with Rhea, and it's revealed. Oh no, the Flame Emperor is actually Edelgard.
I am shocked. Well, not that shocked.
So yeah, she comes to steal the crest stones in storage from Rhea.
Insolent! You have disappointed me, Edelgard.
I always knew it would come to this.
Professor, kill Edelgard at once.
So with all the confused classmates there, we have another big choice. Kill or protect Edelgard. Now I'm thinking, wait, I'm only on this route because I picked Edelgard, and everything she said, the torture, the crest.
Crests are to blame.
Plus our dead daddy's words, I reject the church, Rhea.
You.
Now if you want to see the other option, skip to the church route in the description.
How dare you?
My teacher, thank you. But are you certain that... No, now isn't the time for discussion.
Words cannot properly express my gratitude, Professor.
You know, now that I think about it, with teleporting edgy boy here, I remember picking this option purely because I was scared of what this guy would do if I disobeyed him.
So, this is the choice you have made. You are just another failure.
Scuzzy?
And now, I shall rip your chest open and take back your heart myself!
That must be the Immaculate One.
Yes, the monsters that have controlled Bodlin in secret for far too long. Rhea is their leader.
Lizard people ruling society. Rhea is a dragon with horns. Horn gang, oh no! So we flee with our group, the classmates all joining us for various reasons. I mean, seeing a ridiculously large dragon is kinda scary.
I'm only here because I know it would be troublesome to stand against you.
And that reason too, you don't want to upset her. So yeah, our goal is now to stop the church, who have been ruling society secretly with the crest system. And first point is to assault Garrick Mock.
We will lend the Empire strength.
Bruh.
You will not be forgiven!
Professor, look out!
The castle is crumbling! We must escape! Professor, take cover!
Oh no! And Violet is knocked out cold, and the game skips forward 5 years. Wait, time skip? What? So as usual, playing this at launch, I was beyond shocked at this. I did not expect this game to pull off one of my favorite things in media, where it shows characters grown up after a time has passed. And yeah, well, we wake up in a new world 5 years later, still with the same derpy grin.
You are a complete and utter fool.
Good to know the crazy girl is still in there somewhere.
Halt! Who's there? It can't be. Professor?
2 things, Edelgard. 1, hi. 2, did you grow shorter? And 3, horn gang.
Where have you been? Joking? At a time like this?
Alrighty, well, we are back. How's the rest of the gang? I see some had hairstylists, and some didn't, and some... Anyway, what a great bunch. I actually kind of freaked out a lot more. I love seeing time skip designs for characters, and the kids are all grown up, and it's so great seeing their new looks. It's also nice knowing that none of them, you know, left or died, because wasn't this place in a war for 5 years?
Come on, Edelgard. You must be happier than all of us combined.
So the plan is to still take down the church, now with a bigger grown army. The first things we've got to take care of is the Alliance, the Golden Deer country. Although neutral, some of them still oppose the Empire. A lady named Judith is the target. Oh yeah, and we used Garrick Mark as our hideout, not because modeling a new base would be too hard for the developers, but because we took it over while Rhea and the others are in hiding.
I can do this. No more Bernie Bear.
So let's check up on the gang, shall we?
You were like a bee.
I was hypnotized. Your beautiful face, your elegant voice, your beautiful water on your sun. My father spat on the Emperor's right hand.
Well, anyway, we make our way into the Alliance, stopping those who stand in our way, including the other students from the other houses. And with that, we stop Claude and his Alliance. Edelgard really doesn't care though.
I hope you really do make the world better.
Everybody, raise your voices in a victory cheer. Ah! Professor, you didn't hear anything just now, did you? Cute! Huh. Well, be that as it may, it is not your concern. It was nothing. You seem to be trying your hardest to infuriate me. Don't you dare say that again. I must change my clothes.
You're always asking me to do things that might make other people uncomfortable. Like when you asked me to clean your room.
You're like a little brother to me.
That-
You're such a cute little boy. I'm proud to have you as a sibling. Is something wrong, big bro?
This is the word.
Oh, I know. If you do me, I'll stop.
Okay, this is getting weird. Fire Emblem has no place for that kind of thing.
Goofy.
So while we banter in the castle, a strike force led by Sedith tries to sneak in and kick us out. But well, like the Sword of the Creator, and Tank Edelgard, yeah no.
I am returning to Mother now. Before you do.
Flame! Please, no! No!
I'm sorry, Flame. I couldn't protect you.
We fought them off. Good work, everybody. Raise your voices in a victory cheer.
First my mother, and now those two have been stolen away as well.
Must you take everything from me?
You will be chained to the Valley of Torment. Eternally walk the desert until the skin rots from your bones. I will ensure that you pay for your sins, Professor! In the name of the Nabitans, I swear it!
Silence. Despair.
Have you gone mad?
So with the alliance toppled, the Empire moves to choke Dimitri's kingdom, where he's hiding Rhea. And no eye patch, huh? By this time when I was playing it, the memes for Dimitri were appearing on my Twitter timeline, you know, with his eye patch. So it was actually kind of shocking seeing him with 2 eyes here, but that extra eye doesn't help him and we take him down on the battlefield.
Call me Seros now. I am no longer.
Oh, you're serious now. Oh, okay,
Yes,
yeah, moving on.
I will kill you. You will know the regret of my father, who was killed for you. Of my stepmother, who was slain by your own daughter. You will bow your head before all of the lives you trampled for your ideals. Before you die in misery.
Your obsession with me is appalling.
Rhea then talks about how we stole her mother's heart, somehow, and retreats back to the capital. Edelgard, not far behind, comes a knockin'.
Rhea, members of the Church of Seros. Surely there's no need to continue this fight.
Set fire to the city.
But is there truly no other way?
I have no patience for foolish questions. I shall sacrifice as many lives as it takes.
That ghastly voice.
Well, the troops rally themselves for the final battle.
Maybe when this war is over, I can finally snag a good catch and settle down.
Well, good to know some have their priorities in order. And so, in one of the craziest Fire Emblem maps I played, with fire and monster enemies, we reach Sirius and attack, killing the ridiculously large dragon. The two strike her down for good. Violet dies, Edelgard cries, but the mother's heart we had sacrifices itself for us, and we live again. Yay. So we get an epilogue, which says that Fodlan is now under the Empire, and their nobility and crest status are no more. And it ends by saying Edelgard now has time to wage war on the Slithering House. So like, the game, you're not gonna show it? Okay, wait, it's not the end, because we marry Petra. Don't worry about it, don't need for me to discuss this at all. And the game ends showing us who is shipped together, like Ferdy and Dorothea, Hubert and Bernie, and Edelgard with Linhardt. Okay, this was just my first go at the game. Maybe next time I'll get better ships, okay? So the credits roll, the end of the Edelgard route. Kinda unsatisfactory, and that's the thing that becomes apparent with this game. You need to play all the routes to get an overall understanding on everything about it, which is kinda a tall task. I mean, look at the length of this video, and I'm still cutting things out. But yeah, after my first playthrough, I was shocked. Who exactly was Rhea? A crazy dragon? And what about those slithering behind the scenes people? It was weird we didn't take them out or anything, but apart from that, I did enjoy this route quite a bit. However, that's not the end, because yes, remember that big super duper choice? Well, I guess it's time to see the other route. Alright, so just a warning to anyone who skipped to this part, I will be jumping straight in from the choice on Edelgard's route, so if you missed that bit before, watch the Black Eagles part of the video up to that point, because I just used the same save files, so it has the same character supports and setup and so on. I didn't restart from the beginning. Alrighty, so we decide to kill Edelgard. She's like, and flees with Hubert. Rhea is very happy, angry, no, like happy, yeah.
Come, Professor. Let us return and decide upon our next course of action.
Sure thing, big green lady. So Edelgard is on the run, and you get to see what the gang really think of her, which was kinda odd. You spend so much time with her and the characters, but I mean, she did just go bananas here. Edelgard, however, gathers her army and rises them up against the church because she thinks we're all bad. Rhea then goes to us, "You are the main character. It's up to you, you know, with your special something something." She then waits for us to leave to tell Sedith the something something.
Our dear Professor is a vessel, one who carries the power of the progenitor god within.
Lady Rhea, brother.
She's so small. So yeah, in replacement for Edelgard, we get Flayn, Sedith, and Catherine joining our team, which I guess is a worthy trade. I mean, in FIFA terms, it's downright amazing. 3 players for 1.
You have the divine protection of the goddess on your side. Please try to listen carefully for her voice.
A mere child?
But anyway, since we are in Garreg Mach, we can talk to the other students, like getting Ingrid to join our team, and Dimitri.
I'll have that girl's head. Just you wait.
I'm gonna go now, okay? So Edelgard heads to attack us at Garreg Mach, and while we go to fight, Rhea turns into a dragon. Okay. She could have helped us out in so many battles, you know. But then this dude, with an amazing beard, sends an attack our way, and we tumble down below. So yeah, 5 years pass. Yeah, I know, that quick, huh? And we wake up being like, what happened? But who should we see? Oh, it's Edelgard.
What have you been doing all this time? Joking at a time like this.
Oh no, I've made her angry, run! But since this game is very anime, she's like, no, I will let you live, but next time we meet, you're dead, boyo. Byleth, with so many emotions choking him up, he doesn't respond.
Who is it? Is that... It's you!
So we make it back to the monastery. I guess 5 years really doesn't change adults, huh? Sedith tells us that Rhea is missing, and the church is doing everything they can to search for her, which includes not cleaning up the place, and Edelgard with her empire has been slowly taking over Fodlan, since there's no one to stop her. But also they seem to have a thieving problem. I mean, holy church, all the relics, no guards, it's like a thieves' paradise. So Byleth gets asked to clear them out. The game then also shows us what's happening in the kingdom, Dimitri's land in the north, where this definitely good lady joined Edelgard, splitting the kingdom, and Dimitri, now with one eye, is trapped in the north. Claude himself is trying to ease tensions in his own country, where half support Edelgard. Anyway, back to the thief cleaning, and who should we find instead? Rats? No, it's our students, all big and grown up, with a growing need for proper hairdressers, and the rest of the gang join up like Catherine and, Flayn.
I will have you know that I have made many fish. What is that lovely smell? That is you I am smelling, is it not? You smell a bit like food.
I will be finished in a couple of minutes.
I must apologize, Ferdinand, but I cannot wait even a moment for you. I am famished. I shall be in the dining hall, getting filled.
Well, that was quick.
Why can't I do it?
What's wrong, Caspar? Worn out already? You said you wanted to keep going until you managed to blow me. You need to start using your head. I have more experience than you. I can use my energy more efficiently.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Now after all that fun, we learn that the Kingdom and Alliance fought with the Empire, with Edelgard receiving a lot of damage and retreating to the Empire capital. However, Claude is now missing and Dimitri apparently dead. But literally 5 minutes later, while we are standing in the bent pathway, feeling the breeze on us.
It has been a lifetime, hasn't it, Professor?
Oh jeez, you scared me.
Yes, I thought so too.
And just like that, he says something and disappears. Somehow. Look, this whole scene was weird, okay? Then the gang decide the best way is to march onto the Empire, while Edelgard is on the back foot, and take over the strongest fort there. However, the Horned Knight is there, telling us to leave this place, before breaking physics, while these missiles destroy the place? Yeah, you heard me. Missiles? Yeah, modern technology? I never realized I was playing Tokyo Mirage Session Sharp FE Encore for the Nintendo Switch. Anyway, it doesn't damage us and we return to the monastery for more supports, memes, rest and recuperation.
It's what partners are for. If you'd like, we can start planning our next move.
Next move? What do you mean?
We can wed if you're that worried about losing me. Though, I may tire of your company. You look a bit red. What's the matter, partner?
That was just unexpected. If you'll excuse me, I need some fresh air.
There it is. The greatest city in all of Fodlan.
So the gang make it to Enbar, the capital, where Edelgard waits. We move forward, getting rid of Hubert, finally. No more teleporting anyone, eh? And see, wait, did you, was it? Dimitri's right-hand tall guy? I know all leaders need one. Well, he seems to have survived and wants to help. Yeah, okay, sure, why not? So in we go, and it was quite a difficult map, I must say. But with the dew and our broken sword, we make it to the throne and strike down the angry short leader. She says to finish her off, to end the violence and bloodshed. So yay, we win and find a letter from Hubert saying Rhea is down in the cellar, sipping on wine that goes straight to your thighs. But also please help defeat the slithering people. You know, the big brain boy and that bearded guy who made us waste 5 years of our life. Finish them off as they are the true enemies of Fodlan. Well gee, so generous Hubie, why not? We then go to the cellar and find Rhea. Oh dear goddess, that's horrifying. And I guess it's finally time for lore dump hype. As Rhea details those slithering people, saying how this dude called Nemesis, you know, from the opening, stole the sword of the creator back in the day and went on to kill all the children of the progenitor god, i.e. anyone with green hair. So she says the slithering must have helped him with that, and they must have pushed Edelgard to this war, so we have to travel to Shambhala to stop them once and for all. Okay, sure thing. But first, can we head back to the monastery for some tea? I miss my fix. That's so much better. Alright, on we go. But before that, I must mention, with Flane, she was getting a lot of supports with Linhardt, because he heals. That's okay, but when you watch the supports...
There's an experiment I wish to attempt. If bearers of major and minor Cethlean crests reproduce, what crest would the offspring possess, if any? I must know.
Are you actually speaking about a hypothetical future with me? Involving children?
Yes. Such parentage has never been documented. A whole new field of research awaits. It would be a worthy experiment, and we need only 5 or so children for a good sample size.
So this dude who studies crests wants to marry Flane just to see what happens? Yeah, just keep that in mind for a bit later. Anyway, we finally make it to Shambhala. Yeah, this doesn't seem fantasy, more sci-fi. Please Nintendo, make a sci-fi Fire Emblem game or crossover with Final Fantasy. It'll work so great, unlike last time, please. Anyway, future creepy Area 51, alright, with eerie music that sounds like dubstep, and we get to the boss who says,
So you have shown yourself, Felstar. Or should I say, Sothis. I will spill every drop of blood in your body to fulfill the long...
But of course we win in battle, losing cutscene where he summons those missile things to destroy the whole place. Lady Rhea, moving with grace, turns into a dragon again to stop the missiles, which leaves the leader dead and her very injured. We head back where Sedith is like, bro, do you know that we are both children of the goddess?
Is it not obvious? Flane and I both are.
Yeah, the hair and eyes are a dead giveaway, and also like how Flane didn't really age with the time skip. So while we wait for Rhea, there comes a moment where depending on your S rank, you can pick someone to marry. Now the whole game I was trying to S support Catherine, but after seeing her S support with Shamir and how good friends they are, I couldn't go between that. And then I remembered the Linhardt Flane support. Now, it's hard to work out what the game will do, but I swear, the only reason I did this was to save Flane, okay? Please don't look at me like that, Sedith. So Rhea is alive but begs us to be the ruler of the church. Since she's tired, she wants to just sit on her fat ego and sip wine all day. But before we can accept, it's more lore dump.
I created you, and within you is the crest stone of the progenitor god.
So in order to revive the god Sothis, she hid the crest stone in her heart. She also mentions how she created our mother, but was a failure in bringing back the god. And then the mother ended up falling for Daddy Gerald, but when she had us, said we weren't gonna make it. And she told Rhea to take the failed crest stone in her heart, shove it into us. And I guess it worked out, look at how alive we are. But then before we can answer her question to become the new pope, it seems time is up and she turns into a dragon, going on a rampage. Well then, one more battle to smite her down. The end comes up with the church unifying Fodlan into one country with us as the head pope. But wait, another scene? Oh no, I forgot about this.
Tell me that you have fallen in love with me?
No, I did it to save you from that creep Linhardt and to let the friends be friends. Plain, don't get the wrong idea.
Your heart is as vast as the ocean.
You what?
And so ends the church route. Well, let's see who got paired up with who. Ferdy and Dorothea, Shamir and her best friend Catherine, good for them. Oh, Casper and Petra. And us and Flane. I also like how it says we are both green hair, so we don't age. Like, I don't know how we're gonna explain it to the class at the 10-year reunion. But that's the end, and I gotta say, it was alright. I mean, doing this as my second route led to some things being answered from the other, so I guess that helped. But what happened to Dimitri and Claude? Dead? Missing? Playing cards on a boat at sea? Who knows? All I knows is, well, this is nowhere near the end, as we got 2 more houses. And the next one was the one I streamed over on Twitch. Yes, the most popular route, the meme lords. It's the Golden Deer time.
Claude's nuts.
And so we start the journey. One sec. And so we start the journey of the Golden Deers, this time with female Byleth, because...
Now let's bring on the man. And stop staring at me with them big old eyes.
So the Golden Deer are led by Claude, the joker of the group, and with the company he keeps, you have a lively bunch. Hilarious!
The Golden Deer House isn't exactly what you'd call an elite group just yet.
Yes, I can see that. So before we continue, let's meet the classmates. You first have Hilda, Claude's right-hand lady.
Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather quick.
Then you have Lysithea, the most broken magic user in the game, but also very small. Reminds me of someone else with white hair.
I'm fine. Perfectly and completely fine. It's hardly different from daytime. I'm not scared. Ghost!
Lysithea, wait. Hey!
Out of my way. You're such a child, I swear.
Oh yeah, here's Ignatz the painter. We will get back to him, don't worry.
That was uncalled for.
Marianne is the very quiet, always looking very tired kind of character, but I didn't find her that interesting.
Cheese?
I take it back, she's the best character ever.
Cheese. Please, just ignore this.
Raphael is the big meat lover, who really needs a new shirt. Lorenz is the high and mighty posh guy, with the worst hairstyle in existence. I still remember how many people memed on him before release purely due to his hair. And finally, Leonie.
Captain Gerald, of course.
Yeah, she has a thing for our dad and rather be his daughter than us. Yeah, I don't like her.
If you really don't want me around, then at least come out and say it straight.
Maybe later. Oh, and because I was streaming this over on Twitch, my viewers told me to talk to Sylvain. Hi, Sylvain. Oh, you want to join the team because I'm hot? Well, I can't disagree there. And so you'll notice, the Golden Deer just go about the story from the sidelines. As the main plot is more about the church, Edelgard Dimitri thing, they just have fun on the side.
Hey, Teach. I see you're as stony-faced as usual. I can't tell if you're feeling resigned or if you're just lost in thought.
So, time to talk more about Claude. And he's heir to the House Regent, the prominent house in the Leicester Alliance, i.e. the country in the east. And that's pretty much all you need to know about him. Okay, fine. He felt like an outsider back home, never lived in luxury, unlike the prince and princess over there. He would rather run away and scheme instead of fighting, being more independent, like he really likes to be independent. Keep that in mind for the end, okay? He mentions how he doesn't believe in any of the Fodlan gods, and leaving it all up to fate on what should be decided. Seeing us, he admits, bro, that's definitely some divine power, but it could be from any god, not necessarily the ones the church are talking about. It could be from ones that don't meddle in the affairs of people.
They'll make a miracle happen. A god like that, that's the sort of god I think I could believe in.
Yeah, I bet you don't. We also see Lorenz try to hit on ladies.
I'm afraid those bonds may dissolve entirely.
I couldn't care less.
The ladies have complained? To you? About me? Preposterous. There must be some mistake. I am a perfect gentleman, the son of a noble line. I've a wit like a rapier, and it takes but a glance to see that I'm gorgeous.
Your expression is always blank. Come on, smile. Don't get mad.
Hey, Teach. Looks like you're having a good time, too. Seeing you smile like that means we've got no choice but to have a great time tonight.
And Raphael teaches Flame to roar?
Yeah. Raw.
And so we continue on with the story of the church. Violet getting the holy relic, Daddy Gerald getting killed by the Persona character, and Leonie feeling more passion for revenge than us. Yeah, we still have that blank stare. So then Leonie and the gang get revenge by attacking the big brain boy from the Slytherin team. He sends us packing though because we are still processing things, but over on the other side, we do a fusion dance with Sothis, get greener hair, and collapse with our new power after smiting big brain boy.
Times of flames on the broken.
I love Rhea's fat beach.
What about mine? So we head down to the tomb where Rhea makes us sit in the big boy chair, hoping to bring back the goddess Sothis. But oh no, who should appear instead? It's the Flame Emperor! No, that's not really that shocking. Oh no, it's Edelgard! Okay, that is a bit shocking. She's here because she really, and I mean really, hates the church and what they do.
Is this some sick joke?
Professor, kill Edelgard at once.
Yo, chill, Rhea. She's just a student.
Kill Edelgard.
But she flees with teleportation. So why can't she just teleport anywhere and backstab Rhea? Anyway, Claude is like, hey, cool. Edelgard knows some secret. I need to talk to her. Also, we need to ask Rhea some questions too. This whole thing is mighty suspicious. Edelgard, wasting no time, wages war on the church, sending her forces to attack us at Garrick Mock. Claude, however, his goal is to learn more about Fodlan, like the Crest Stones, the thing Edelgard stole in the tomb, and wants to learn more about their myths, like Sirius and Nemesis from the opening cutscene. But no time for your shenanigans. Edelgard and the Slytherin people are here to attack. Rhea transforms into a dragon to defend us. Yeah, don't question it. And the higher up Slytherin sends us tumbling down. So 6 years pass. 6 years? No, wait, 5 years. Yeah, 5. All alone in the chasm. Well, let's see what the damage is. I mean, for one, the students are like 5 years older now.
You overslept, Teach.
So yeah, Claude is now a handsome man, swooning Violet to no end. Yep, he's the Root's husbando.
And this is where you say, just kidding.
Just kidding.
So he catches us up to speed. The church is destroyed, Rhea presumed missing, and the Empire slowly taking over Fodlan, with Dimitri, the leader in the north, missing as well. Claude, not really caring, takes us out to hunt some thieves. It's a Fire Emblem pastime, don't question it. And just a reminder, this was still a time where I did not see the time skip designs for the Golden Deer, so on stream was my real reaction. But let's see what the damage is. Ignat's the exact same? Oh, Lorenz! Leonie, finally a better hairstyle, but you still suck, you'll never be Gerald's daughter. Oh, and there's Marianne. Oh, nice, Raphael. And Lysithea looks so regal, and the final one.
Over there. Is that the professor? And the others?
Anyway. But yeah, it's amusing how you can tell these guys are
bunch of jokers
when their hair all look like Skittles. So Claude says let's make this broken church our base and start a resistance against Edelgard. We have our overpowered teacher back. Yay. Claude now also finishes up his support backstory by saying how he's technically not from Fodlan, only his mother was, and the reason he was seen as an outsider was due to his dad's side, viewing Fodlan people as cowards, but he believes they aren't since his mother threw everything away to be with his father, and then how he wants to change the prejudices in his homeland, and eventually unify all of Fodlan, and make a world with no prejudice. What a nice goal. So during this we see fun supports including Ignatz, really wanting to see Flame alone to paint her.
Can I paint you?
Now then, would you like me to pose?
There, right there. Perfect.
Someday, I'm sure your art will save someone's life.
I meant that I'd like to paint you, with the flowers all around you.
I wouldn't want to screw Ignatz.
Yay! Also, I made Hilda into a weeaboo class where their attacks look like this. Oh no, why is she speaking like that now?
When I imagine you doing those things, I...
And Flame with Raphael again? Oh no. And finally, Ignatz gets a strange letter.
I got a message here from my sis.
Oh, a letter from Maya.
You won't win in an English court of law with that attitude.
Thus then begins the long route to reunite the Alliance, including some dealings with Elmira, the homeland of Claude's father, and a few others. Eventually the fight leads them back to enemy territory at Gronda Field, a place where they had a mock battle 5 years earlier. Oh, and look, Dimitri and his army are here too.
Kill every last one of them.
Okay, Claude, what do you have to say?
As big ass reunions go, this one's gotta be the worst in history.
Yeah, that's a better answer. So Dimitri seems alive, crazy, and it's a three-way fight, but I love this battle so much, especially with the song that plays. Well, we defeat both of them, and Edelgard retreats, but Dimitri trips and falls, and dies chasing Edelgard, and we learn this through Hilda? Well, that's one way to go out. Oh no, he's still speaking weird. After the battle, Lysithea said she noticed a man in black like those slithering people, and recalls how her family history with the Empire, and that she and her relatives were used as subjects in the testing, with only her surviving. So it actually seems like Edelgard also underwent the same treatment, hence her white hair, short lifespan, and height. So next is Fort Mercius, the biggest fort in the Empire, and we head there to capture it, but it's guarded by the dreaded Horned Knight. So Claude calls in for some backup with the army from Elmira. But however, before we win, magic missiles, yeah, you know, Fire Emblem, the fantasy game, rain down from the sky and destroy the fort. Well, after this, Claude admits, yeah, I sneakily made a deal with Elmira because I want to open the borders of Fodlan and have them make friends with the other countries. Alright Claude, we get it, world peace, etc. etc. So the group make it to the capital of the Empire, towards Edelgard in her palace, and defeat the short angry princess, with Violet staring down her prey before finishing her off. However, when we win, we find a letter from the defeated dead Hubert, how they have Rhea in a prison below, but also that the slithering people are the ones who were controlling the church and society for years, and they are the true baddies. Alright, one more battle I guess. So we find Rhea and oh boy, you need some coffee, lady. Claude, however, goes on the offensive and grills her on the history of the church. She tells us about Nemesis, who stole the sword of the creator back in the day, and that the slithering must have helped him destroy the children of the goddess, i.e. any characters with green hair. So then, with those words, the group go to the slithering base, a very sci-fi area with dubstep music. Okay, sure, why not? After a while, we defeat the final boss. However, he summons more missiles on top of us. Rhea turns back into a dragon lady to attack them, saving us. I knew people in Horn Gang are the best. The destruction ends up killing the leader while leaving Rhea injured. What? Zombie? Oh, wait, is this Nemesis? Oh no, he's back from the dead. Wait, zombies and Fire Emblem? More believable than sci-fi. So Rhea finally tells us about the whole deal on the church, and how she is the last child of the goddess, who back in the day came down from above and bore many children, sharing her blood with humans. But this caused humanity to fight each other, destroying the place, and this was the time the slithering people hid underground, waiting all this time for their revenge against her and her children. So then the goddess fixed the land and fell into a deep sleep in the tomb. But then Nemesis came with his band to wreck the place again, the scene before the opening. So Rhea, wanting revenge, called herself Sirius and killed the dude.
Let me get this straight. Saint Seros is you? You're kidding me, right?
Yeah, it's not that hard to believe now. But then there's a warning of an army killing people out of nowhere. And it seems like, yep, Nemesis is somehow alive for the final fight. And oh boy, this was so crazy hype to me. After Black Eagles, I was so shocked that the endings of this game seem to be so different from each other. Also, we get a little tidbit that the sword of the creator is made from Sothis' bones and heart. Okay. And that they made these crest stones from all the hearts of the children of the goddess, using it for Nemesis' buddy studies weapons. Rhea then reveals that, yep, Sothis is the Sothis in our head, and her crest stone was put into us by Rhea, since she wanted to resurrect her mother. So yeah, we got a god heart, but Sothis, being the sassy god she is, didn't resurrect, instead just made our hair green and left. So I guess with her power, we must finish off Nemesis once and for all. Alright, before that, let's decide on a hubby, since that's the Fire Emblem way. And yes, there was no question about it. Claude and Byleth are the dynamic power couple. Nothing will stand in the way of their love. Oh my, what is this music? Opera singing in Fire Emblem? Is this Final Fantasy? No, my one weakness! And honestly my favorite fight in the entire game, where we have to take on Nemesis, with his generals who are the dead zombie ancestors of the many houses we've seen, killing them, removing the poison on the ground, and oh boy, what an insane fight. But eventually we defeat him, with a cutscene showing Claude and Byleth's sick moves to finish him off once and for all. And so Claude builds a new society, opening the doors to equality everywhere, and we get a touching scene with her husband, Claude.
I'm sorry that I won't be by your side at such an important event.
Wait, what?
I must return to my homeland. As for ruling this new unified land, well, I'll leave that to you.
No, Claude, don't leave me! So yeah, Claude leaves to go unite the countries around the world, leaving the hard work just for us. Gee, thanks, hubby. And we finish with a trademark see who the game shipped characters with. Alright, Ignatz and Raphael, wait. Ignatz married his sister Maya, making her run away with him? God damn it, Ignatz, you horny son of a. Leonie married Gerald's memory. Lorenz and Lysithea married till she died. Because you know the torture, it's still messed up. Marianne and Hilda together, which I realize really matches my channel aesthetic.
I'll do Marianne.
And interesting to note, the Slytherin gang still attack us, but Claude brings back with him the Almyrian army to help win the fight. And then does he leave again or stay? Who knows? Byleth is still very sad and lonely. And yeah, that's the end of the Golden Deer route. I gotta say, this is exactly what I wanted from Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's probably the best route if you want most of the questions answered, plus an insanely fun final boss. The cast had the most comedic pairings and supports, making the whole thing feel more lively than the other routes. I can see why it's a favorite. And it was my favorite until I decided to stream the Blue Lions route on Twitch next, and my whole world shifted upside down once more. Well, it's the Blue Lions, the most notable house, for me at least, because I kept seeing sad Dimitri on my Twitter timeline. Seriously, why is he so sad? Where's his eye? What's with the hunched back? So many questions that I hope would be answered in the final route of the main game. And yes, I also did stream this on Twitch as well, being up there with my favorite full stream of a video game.
Oh, was there something you were looking for?
Nope, nothing looking for down here. Oh no. So the Blue Lions are from the kingdom in the north, with the Crown Prince Dimitri, the heir to the throne, a very timid tall dude, who seems to only look out for the good in others. But when the others include womanizers like Sylvain, well, I don't know.
Such benevolence is a sight to behold. I don't suppose you would care to join me for tea. We could discuss education and marriage.
So on the team you have Felix, the edgy anime swordsman character who rarely lets his guard down.
I'm complimenting the cake.
Ingrid, the stereotypical horse riding girl from high school. Ash, one of my best characters gameplay only.
Then please surrender, Tomato. I was trying to do the same thing. To be like Tomato.
Didier, the right-hand man of Dimitri, as kind as his leader. Then Mercedes, the softest character, alongside Annette.
I am so sorry.
Also, if you're wondering, yes, I played this game around the time of the basketball update to the outfits, and I gave Dimitri a more better haircut.
Professor, I'm sorry to intrude, but you don't look too happy for someone who just won.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
I love you. I hope you will consent.
Yes.
Allow me to express my gratitude by taking you to dinner.
Yes.
So we go through the same story as before, with the usual type of supports.
I hope you will me again in the future, Your Highness.
It would pleasure. Might be.
Actually, you're pretty cute.
What did you say?
You're a ghost.
When you were 10, we went to that harvest festival, and you started making eyes at a scarecrow.
A scarecrow?
Wait a sec.
When you were 8, you came on to my sweet, sweet granny.
Come on. I was 8 and she was That was a long time ago.
Sylvain hit on Ingrid's grandmother? Wow.
Kissy kissy.
Good work with your training today, Ingrid. Here's something to wipe up the sweat.
Whoa, Mercedes. Hi. Hello. How long have you been?
Wipe up the sweat.
I'm the one who admires you.
You're welcome to come visit my room whenever you'd like. We can have tea and chat and wipe up the sweat.
Dimitri, though, is such a kind and nice leader to us.
In all honesty, I'm a bit jealous. My parents are no longer around.
So yeah, Dimitri's deal is that his whole family was wiped out in the event known as the Tragedy of Dusker, where an assassination led to the death of his father Lambert and stepmother Patricia. It was blamed on the people of Dusker, where Didier is from. Dimitri, however, believes that they were wrongly blamed and saves Didier from punishment. But there's now a grown hatred from the kingdom towards Dusker, even though no one really knows who started the event. So Dimitri is just a kind boy. Look at him, so precious. Anyway.
Lug and the Maiden of Wind.
Lug?
Was Lug and the Maiden of Lug?
Calm down, it was only a joke. You've really got no sense of humor, you know that?
Sorry, Professor, but I have to run. Thanks again for your help. Ah!
Who put this stupid barrel here? Let's see what happens now that you've shown me the proper way to handle it. I was nervous at first, but just look at me now. Yeah!
I know you didn't intend to murder me.
Also, my chat on Twitch told me I should try and recruit Lysithia to see her support with Felix, and
Yum.
yeah. So we go through the main story while meeting Rodrigue, Felix's father who acted like a father to Dimitri after his parents died. And we also have some more support.
Maybe we could go get some tea. Get to know each other better?
I think you must have mistaken me for someone else. Someone who cares. Please excuse me.
Exquisite. Simply masterful. When is the wedding?
Dimitri also remembers the time when he came across his first casualty in war and could not understand how people could commit these senseless acts of violence. Yes, I'm including this scene because it's gonna foreshadow some things.
So, it is time to cross blades. I never imagined such a day would come to pass.
If the Empire and the Kingdom go to war, we'll be able to fight as much as we please.
I'm sorry, but that is not something to joke about. The thought of fighting you is troubling at best.
In that case, I wonder when you'll be able to stomach facing me in battle. Do you need a few moments?
And you, Professor? Oh, well, I'm not sure that's the point. Professor, was that a joke?
You've really got no sense of humor, you know that?
You look so happy. I love seeing you like this. I feel silly admitting this now, but when you first came to lead our class, you unnerved me.
So only after I put these on, you were okay. I guess you have a thing for glasses, eh, Dimitri?
I love you like this.
We also see this Jafar dude who is actually Edelgard's uncle, delighted to speak with his nephew. Wait, nephew? Wait, so Dimitri and Edelgard are related? Well, I mean, royalty, family, I guess they're just being accurate to history, eh? Anyway, yeah, Dimitri's stepmother is Edelgard's real mother.
Oh dear, the princess of the Empire and the kingdom's prince are kin.
So
How
this
very
seems
odd.
to ship them though.
Oh yes, I'm sure of it.
Then we have even more weird support.
My eyes.
Are you alright?
So we get to that part where the Flame Emperor and Slithering attack the villagers, turning them into possessed zombies. Dimitri seems to have mild PTSD.
It's clear what must be done. Kill them all. Don't let a single one of them escape. Sever their limbs and crush their wicked skulls!
Did I ever say you're hot when you're angry? So Dimitri is really mad at the Big Brain Boy and Flame Emperor for what happened to the villagers, thus setting the prince down the long, windy path as he recalls the tragedy of Dusker, and also saying how the only reason he came to the school was for...
I came here for revenge. And one day, I will have it.
I still hope he likes me though.
As a child, Edelgard taught me how to dance. It was a bit awkward, honestly.
So yeah, we learned that Edelgard and Dimitri actually met when they were kids and became friends unaware of their sibling closeness. But Byleth goes, "You're not attracted to her, right? You only have eyes for me, right?"
Wrong foot, Dimitri. You're supposed to lead with your right.
Oh my goodness, this is so adorable. So the love-stricken Dimitri reveals that before Edelgard returned to the Empire, he gave her a gift, a special dagger. Yeah, I'm sure the angry princess loved it, bro. Anyway, a few days later, we find Dimitri spying on the evil bad guys with the Persona girl who killed our daddy. Gee, they really love being out in the open with their plans, eh?
There will be no salvation for you and your kind. Those responsible for such gruesome deeds in Dusker and Enmar.
All so that you may acquire the strength you need. All for a purpose.
I've got you. Finally. Oh, we'll miss our chance.
Even if someone has overheard us, there is nothing they can do. There have always been rats in the walls, and there always will be.
Wait, is that the dagger? Then the Flame Emperor! Oh no. Oh no, Dimitri, no! So we reach the part where Persona Girl turns into Clown Girl, and Big Boy Brain sends us packing away, where Sothis then fuses with us to become the green-haired bimbo, with glasses, can't forget that. It's the one thing winning Dimitri over. We destroy Boy Brain Big, and Lady Rhea back at the church.
Hello there. I've been waiting for you.
Takes us to the Holy Tomb to revive her mother Sothis, but like she ain't appearing, lady. However, before any of that, who should appear but the Flame Emperor, daggerless. Oh no, I'm not ready for this. Please don't take your mask off, Edelgard. Oh no, she took it off, and she's wearing glasses. No. So, Dimitri loses it, seeing Edelgard being the one who caused so much evil, and was working with evil slithering people, being possibly the ones who killed his family at Dusker. Edelgard, the angry puppy, is like, "Chill bro, I didn't have anything to do with mother's death," and teleports away.
I will kill Edelgard with my own hands. I swear it.
Well, good. Once she's gone, it can just be you and me together, teehee. So then Edelgard declares war on the church, since she just hates Rhea and how they control society with crests. She also just hates how big and fat Rhea is. But we cut to Dimitri.
I'll have that girl's head. Just you wait.
Thank you.
Okay.
Your Highness, you do not seem well.
Unwell, you say? What's gotten into you? Nothing could be farther from the truth. I'm so happy I can hardly contain myself. My father, my stepmother, my dear friends. They want her head. They want her life. They've whispered as much to me. And the chance to answer their pleas has arrived at long last. I'm always in control, Professor. And I'll stay in control until I have the pleasure of killing that woman.
Yeah, he's still hot. So Edelgard wages war on the church, but Rhea turns into a giant dragon. I knew she was hiding something in that ridiculously large boot. However, she can't stop one of the slithering, sending us plummeting down below. And thus 5 years pass. Yeah, no one bothered to search down the chasm. I know, how rude. Well, I don't blame Dimitri. Once he's taken care of Edelgard, I'm sure he'll be mine again. Anyway, Sothis helps us wake up.
Find the pool of blood to stand upon those spears and arrows of yours. Was that a joke?
No?
Legs.
And we return back to see what the heck has happened those 5 years. Oh, Dimitri, wash your hair. Dimitri thinking we are a ghost, and missing an eye, and sleep, and sanity.
We'll kill that woman, I swear it.
I'm glad you're safe too, Dimitri. Well, this is awkward. Say something.
I have been dead, more or less.
Okay then. So Dimitri has completely lost it. Claude is taking care of the Alliance, his land to the east, Edelgard slowly taking over Fodlan, and Rhea and her ginormous ego are missing. Well, Dimitri doesn't care, cause it's time for some thief hunting. But wait, who's that? Oh, it's our class 5 years older. Let's see, Ash got K-pop hairstyle, Mercedes became a nun, I think, Annette stole her hair, Sylvain honestly doesn't look any different, and I guess that still works on the ladies, or grannies. Ingrid upgraded her horse to a flying model, and Felix looks the exact same. Not really much different with this bunch. Wait a minute, where's the dude? And who's this old dude?
I see you come.
Anyway, we take care of the thieves and reunite.
To he's dead. He died in my place.
So Dimitri was branded a traitor by Cornelia, this ridiculously large lady in the kingdom, and as the Empire started to take over, they used her help and she betrayed the kingdom. Didu sacrificed himself to save Dimitri, and well, we'll get to that, don't worry. So the story becomes the students wanting Dimitri to reclaim the throne and take back the kingdom. Dimitri, however, doesn't care and only wants to kill Edelgard. Alright, different plans, but we'll work it out, don't worry, don't worry. And this is Gilbert, a loyal guard for Dimitri who finally found the missing king and wants to bring him back. Also, he's Annette's estranged dad, but don't worry about that, don't worry. Also, Mercedes and the Horned Knight are brothers, but don't worry. He gives her a broken scythe, don't worry.
Oh! You're a professor.
And Mercedes and Felix have some supports.
You can keep thinking of me as your little brother.
Yeah, okay, what's with the whole family thing in this route? Yeesh. So the story involves us finding Rodrigue and getting his troops from him to eventually go to war with Edelgard. The gang then head to the bridge that leads into the Empire, take out some trash.
I yield.
But at the end, who should we find?
Why? How are you here?
So yeah, there was a paralogue earlier on with some Dusker generals, and if we save them, they actually help Didu in the story and save him here. Which is crazy to me that if my Twitch chat didn't tell me to do that, Dimitri's right-hand man would just be gone from the rest of the story. Now Dimitri's still angry, kills one dude called Randolph or something, and after the reunion, this random girl, who is definitely not the sister of Randolph, wants to join our team in such a random way. I'm like, bro, this is so suspicious, just say no. She has no training or experience, say no!
Let her do as she pleases.
Oh, and yeah, by the way, this was at the point of the next update, so don't mind me if I look like a giant derpy Sothis, okay? Anyway, we arrive at Gronda Field, a place where 5 years before, the three houses fought in a mock battle. Well, here it is, a bit more bloody and real, as they clash once more. And if you're wondering why we fight the Alliance, well, they actually stay pretty neutral if you ignore them.
Kill every last one of them!
Yay, go team, show that hustle! Well, when you defeat Claude, he retreats, so it's a brother-sister battle.
Stab your chest, break your neck, smash your head.
Dimitri, however, wins but loses in the cutscene, since Edelgard just retreats, making Blondie mad. But that random girl from before? Well,
Have I caught you off guard, Your Highness?
So because he killed her brother, she's mad with revenge, but Rodrigue jumps in to save the king.
Professor, do it now! Your Highness, are you safe? Please tell me it wasn't in vain. His punishment, it was mine to bear. There are no sins or punishments on the battlefield. No, don't die. Please don't die. Father, stepmother, Glenn, they all died and left me behind. I'm the one who killed you, as surely as though I had wielded the blade. Live for what you believe in. Dimitri, my boy, you really do look just like His Majesty.
And in the most touching scene in the game, Rodrigue dies, but somehow, maybe, giving a little humanity back to the beast.
What do you want?
Yeah, maybe the outfits are a bad idea at the moment.
How do I silence their desperate pleas? How do I save them? Ever since that day 9 years ago, I have lived only to avenge the fallen. Then who or what should I live for? What I believe in. Do I have the right to live for myself? Your hands are so warm. Have they always been?
See, I told you, Dimitri. Forget about Edelgard. I'm all you need, okay? And so Dimitri changed. He becomes a man now, and says he will first take back the kingdom, then on to Edelgard. And if you're wondering what all the supports are now, pretty much it's Dimitri just saying sorry to everyone for how he acted. He's such a good boy. So the team head to the kingdom to take it back from Cornelia. However, before she dies,
something Patricia said about how she wished to see her real daughter again, no matter who or what she had to sacrifice to do so. And about how I made her wish come true, at the cost of the king's head.
The king's head? You mean Dusker? You monster! You mean to say that my father, everyone, was killed by my stepmother?
now whether that's true or not is irrelevant, because Dimitri pushes forward past her words and doesn't lose the resolve, ready to head to the Empire as King of the Kingdom. However, Claude is like, yo buddy, little help? Fine, let's circle around and help him out, as the Empire are going in to eradicate him through Jafar, that uncle to Edelgard. So in we go and kill the greedy looking man, but he dies spouting nonsense sounding nothing like himself, because apparently he's the slithering leader in disguise.
Rats.
Claude is like, phew, thanks buddy, here have my bow, I'm retiring, I can't handle this, you take over the Alliance. So now yeah, land is bigger than Edelgard's, meaning it's time to head out and squash her empire. But before that, Dimitri has to explain to the whole gang that Edelgard thing.
So, your little girlfriend was Edelgard.
However, Dimitri says when asked if he can kill her, actually, you know what? I would love to see what future she wants for the place, so maybe we can all join forces. And I'm like, bro, this is it, the secret ending which makes everyone happy. It was here in the Blue Lions. Oh yeah, by the way, if you want to know more about the supports here, well...
Felix, are you blushing?
I don't know, shut up. I'm not blushing.
It's not important, don't worry, don't worry. So we move into the Empire. First stop, the fortress where the Horned Knight lays. And after killing him, don't worry, it's not important, not important. Dimitri talks to Byleth saying he wishes to speak with Edelgard to ask why she's doing what she's doing, and will send a messenger to meet unarmed in a separate place before the battle. And so they meet. Edelgard saying she started this to end the cycle of society, how the weak are dominated by those with crests, and no goddess will help them, which is why she will do it, and end the structure class no matter the deaths. Dimitri is like, but the humans can work together and rise up themselves. Don't push your ideals onto them.
It would seem we have reached an impasse.
Wait, Edelgard. There is something I must give you. This is for you. Use it to cut a path to the future you wish for. And I will rise up to meet you there. Elle?
Elle! So it's true. You're really going away? Going back home?
There's nothing I can do about it. It's all happening so fast. I'm as surprised as you are.
You've got to cut a path to the future you wish for, no matter what.
It's a dagger? Why would you give me something like this?
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't think of anything better to give you.
I remember now. You gave me a dagger all those years ago.
I'm still sorry about that. I should have given you something that would have made you happier.
I'm afraid it will do no good to reminisce, Dimitri. That girl you knew back then is gone, as good as dead. But I'll tell you now what I wasn't able to tell you back then. Thank you, my dear forgotten friend. Because of you, I never lost my heart.
But with that, no more. She turns her back and the two ready to fight for their ideals. But since we picked the Blue Lions route, you can guess who wins. But before that, we have a marriage decision, as is tradition. Byleth has to pick who we S rank with. And I hinted at all playthrough. No, not her, what the heck? Dimitri, I choose you! So we win at the front of the palace and are about to head in to face Edelgard in the final battle.
The time has nearly come.
Yes, the anomaly should present itself
what's
shortly.
happening? Anomaly?
However,
What?
I can't promise your safety if you remain here. Ugh. This pain is nothing compared to what I have already suffered.
And yeah, I don't know how I never saw this once, and I'm so glad because, holy moly, Edelgard, no, what have you done to yourself? All you had to do was wear glasses for Dimitri to like you. He isn't into monster girls, no!
Onward to our final battle!
They are here, but my progress cannot be stopped, no matter how many people try.
This is why I love Fire Emblem, what the actual heck. So in the battle, Hegemon, Edelgard, sends up baseball pitchers that attack everyone on screen, and it was a nightmare to try to get to her.
That grotesque creature was Edelgard. If she is prepared to transform her very body to fight for this future of hers, then I have no choice but to defeat her, even if it costs me my life.
So we win, the demon dissolves off her, Dimitri offering his hand in peace. Oh boy, what a route. No, Dimitri. Eyes on the prize. So yeah, weirdly, I forgot about Lady Rhea, and the game did too, only mentioning in the credits that she just stepped down from the Pope role due to being imprisoned for so long under the Empire. I mean, they probably didn't have time to add it here, but it's weird how it's just glossed over. So then we become the new Pope, Dimitri the King of Fodlan, and we live happily ever after. I hope. Let's see how this plays out.
Please, I beg of you, say something.
I want to, but I'm a blank main character. And yep, Dimitri takes care of us, revealing how dang tiny our hands are. And the route ends with the trademark "see who the game shipped" as support. Well, let's see. Flayn married to Dew. I won't comment on that. Ingrid alone. Annette alone with her parents. Felix Sylvain together. Nice. Ash Mercedes. Nice. And of course, us together. Riding horses into the sunset. God, that's so sappy. I love it. And that's the Blue Lions route. Honestly, might be my favorite. Oh, sure, there were a lot of supports that were very serious, but the twists and character developments it had were insane. There was quite a lot less church things compared to the others, but I honestly felt like playing this as the last route was the best choice. It was the perfect end to Fire Emblem Three Houses, till we found some rats in the sewer. So this fourth route was announced as DLC during another event that people sure loved, and it detailed that apparently the whole time, during all the game's events, yes, there lived another house banished into the sewers below Garreg Mach, with 4 main students and a story about a man's creepy love for his waifu. Now as with the other routes, it takes place in its own timeline, and actually quite a bit earlier in the story, pretty much after you join Garreg Mach as a teacher, because yes, you get a set party, including all the 3 house leaders. It's sure gonna be some fun time in the sewer. So the route starts with some backstory. The 4 apostles back in the day, they tried this ceremony to resurrect their goddess. It failed and they all disappeared. Alright, cool. It then cuts to Dimitri asking Claude, "Hey buddy, did you see something creepy in the sewers?" Yes, it's literally an anime plot introduction, all based on Claude's eyesight. I mean, he could have been lying. But anyway, the crazy group of the leaders and select students head into the sewer. And what do they find? Oh no! Now here I won't focus too much on the main characters in the base game, instead more on the new ones like the 4 rats, students, and they are a cheerful bunch, called the Ashen Wolves.
I'll leave the talking to Yuri, Bird, and Coco.
The thing is, I was spotted by some weirdos. They chased after me and everything.
Yeah, sounds like us. So this is Yuri, the leader, pretty much Claude 2.0, then Balthus, Mr. Punchy Ab Man, Constance, the regal lady, Happy the, Chiaki.
I'll leave the talking to Yuri, Bird, and Gamer.
So the gang head in.
Oh,
My brother used to tell me stories like that back in his academy days. Something about tons of passages and houses beneath the town, all inhabited by super shady people. It had a real intimidating name, too. What was it again? I think it was called Claude's Nuts. Ball?
That's right. So it seems that it was a trap to lure church people in, and they want to fight us.
We're the Ashen Wolves. We're the secret fourth house in Abyss.
That's such a dumb line, I swear.
Fourth house? Impossible.
Come to think of it, there's an easier way to handle this.
So Happy's thing is that she sighs and summons monsters. Yeah, I don't know, this is DLC I paid extra money for, I don't know, okay? So after stomping through the rats, it turns out Balthus is Hilda's brother's friend. Yeah, small world, eh? This means they all become friends, with Yuri mentioning how someone has been attacking them recently and thought it was the church since they were the ones who exiled them here. And Garagmok knows their existence but is like, do whatever you want to do, ratting in the sewer, and we won't bother you if you don't come back up to society. They also say how them as the Ashen Wolves have to protect all the rats down here. The human dwellers, not real rats.
Okay, maybe the real rats too.
It's no good talking about theoretical rats right now.
Want a drink? Of course you don't. It's all terrible down here.
Yeah, I agree. Drainage a la 1969 ain't my type of wine. They then mention how there's this guy called Elfric who helped them set up things here and works for the church. And look, here he is! How monkly.
What's more, I happen to be acquainted with the father of this fine individual.
Wait, you know Daddy Gerald?
Your mother as well.
Wait, mother? Oh yeah, I meant to have a mother. I never even thought the game would go this deeply into it. Anyway, he says how he was there for the wedding.
I was quite surprised.
Oh really now?
She was a cherished friend of mine.
So interrogating thieves, Elfric is like, bro, did you know the sewers have sewers? And there's this golden cup way down below? Yeah, I'm not drinking from that, thanks. So that cup was used in the rite I mentioned at the start of this route by those apostles.
Pardon the odd question, but something has been bothering me for a while now. Your hair, was it always that color?
That is an odd question. But yes, if you must know, it was a different color when I was a child. How could you know that? Is it possible that we met before the academy?
This sounds like Blue Lion talk. Get that out of here.
There was a time when I did much fighting. Then I was captured. Then I escaped.
Aha, I know who you are.
Come on, I'm only kidding.
I'm kidding, of course.
So Constance and her brilliant deductions say that if we get to the chalice before the thieves, well, that means they will stop attacking, because we have taken it first. Brilliant, mate.
Deep secret passage.
And so down we go, which leads them outside, under the bridge near the church.
Constance, why are you hiding in the shade? Aren't you the one who insisted that we find the chalice?
Fine, if you insist that I join you, then I shall. Satisfied?
Oh my, I was quite rude just now. Please accept my humble apologies for treating you so foully.
What?
I presume too much to stand beside such noble paragons.
Okay. So she has split personality, I think, but one only appears in the sun? Well, these bunch are real interesting, aren't they?
I have almost surely wasted our time.
I'm still not used to hearing you speak in such a manner.
Forgive me, Your Highness. If I have displeased you, please take my life as a small gesture of atonement.
No, don't tempt her, Constance. Anyway, they find the entrance to the cup place and head there, which involves a really cool map design. We have a limited number of turns because the large group has to make their way through while this giant statue thing chases them. I always love when Fire Emblem changes up the formula.
Not sure I believe you. You were pretty calm that whole time.
So we grab the cup, but find out that Elfric has been kidnapped. They send a ransom note saying to bring said yellow cup and to not let the knights know. Well gee, all this fuss over a drinking utensil. And I mean, Elfric was kinda weird. So, who cares? No one? Alright, fine, let's save the dude. So randomly, Alois comes in. You know, the lovable church knight guy.
Needs a little more salt.
He is like, bro, this is the chalice. Alright, come with me, we have to show it to Lady Rhea. So much for not alerting the knights of the ransom, eh? Well then, the ridiculously large Pope says, yep. that sure is a cup, and is like, don't worry, we'll bring back Elfric, also give me the cup. But the wolves insist on letting them do it since the letter said no knights. Rhea then goes, okay, I don't even know why I'm in this DLC, and gives the cup back as well. So down we go, and the wolves reminisce on why they are here in the first place.
I'm here because I killed some people from the church.
That cannot be!
Of course I don't. What kind of person do you think I am? Someone who'd willingly kill others?
Here is something to believe in!
They all mention how Elfric had his hands in it, and then also realize, wait, the crests we have, the thing passed down through our bloodlines? Wait a minute, we all have one from those people in the legend.
I may not look it, but I'm shocked. It's like casting a line and thinking you've landed the big one, but then you reel it in and it setteth.
So while Yuri asks us out on a midnight date, Rhea realizes something about the apostles and rushes to call the knights to help us. Before we cut to us at the meeting spot, Ash gets a look at a real man. Constance goes sad again. Yuri is like, ha, I'm Claude 2.0, also having tricks. And we cut to this lovely thief. Well, the bandits think they won, but Harpy, sighs.
Come to think of it, there's an easier way to handle this.
Where did that thing come from?
And the thieves run off, but it picks up Balthus and flies away with him. Can we hurry up this DLC, please? So the battle involves saving Balthi and ending the remaining thieves, which was fairly easy, I must say. But when it seems like we win, Yuri does the old JRPG betrayal and grabs the cup.
That is enough for the banter, Yuri. I informed you not to divulge too much.
They'll all be under the dirt soon enough.
So yeah, Elfric is bad, who would have guessed? And Yuri too, yeah, sure. They leave with the wolves and the group is like, Professor, are you okay? I see your silence means Yuri was tricking everyone and only faked harming you to trick Elfric and find out the master plan. Aha, your silence means so much to us, Professor.
Your silence speaks volumes.
Rhea then appears and says, oh yeah, if the blood of the kids are poured into the cup, it can work its magic and bring back the dead. But Rhea is like, don't worry, it can't bring back people, that's stupid. Who would ever try that? Anyway, it only brings the body back, not the spirit. But we cut to the thieves who think Yuri is still evil, and I guess he doesn't want to reveal his trick right then. Instead, going on a lore dump, saying how Elfric got us all together for this whole purpose of the ritual, that he wants to resurrect someone. And they show them at the ritual place, where Elfric goes, Yuri, listen to me, or your mummy gets it, okay? Ah, blackmail, I see. Elfric then does the villain plan reveal to revive someone he lost a long time ago.
Whoa, that lady looks real dead, pal.
Wait a minute, she looks a lot like Byleth. Yuri, however, I guess is double-crossing finally, tells Happy to hold on to sighing for some reason. I mean, she could just end this right now.
Come to think of it, there's an easier way to handle this.
Not yet.
Before revealing, yes, he knew Elfric was evil all this time, and Yuri himself was working for Rhea. Alright, just a few more minutes, we're almost done, don't worry, don't worry. So it seems like Elfric has the wolves stuck in place, bleeding at a steady rate into the cup, which sounds like a setup for a new style of Fire Emblem map. And it is! So the plan is to have one of your characters swap with the wolves to stop the ritual, and oh boy, this is a very hard thing to do. Eventually we win, and he's like, Professor, that's your mother. Don't you want her back? Wait, so this entire DLC plot was done because you wanted to raise our dead mother because you love her. So yeah, it's weird because even though it's been years, she looks so young. And Elfric says he found her like this 10 years ago, frozen in time. And we get a flashback to Citri, our mother, and the lover boy Elfric.
If that's what makes her happy, then I will watch her walk away with warmth in my heart.
I sense a Chad Geralt meme template somewhere here. And so Elfric with a bloody chalice tries to get the ritual going.
And I am here by your side, Citri. Citri.
The chalice. It absorbed both of them.
So yeah, a monster. And oh boy, this was easily the toughest fight in the entire game, with the thing constantly shifting its position around, never ending summoning little Elfrics. Well, we win eventually. Rhea is like, yeah, get the heck out of here, wolves, you're no more. And they are free to leave, and I guess that's it. It was kind of weird though that there were no supports in this mode, but I guess now you can play the main game and recruit them and have it there, but it's so tedious to go through the whole game again just to see new supports with the existing cast. But yeah, with that, that's the end of the Ashen Wolves and the last DLC for Fire Emblem Three Houses. Well, let's just say a lot of it was kinda The boss fights were really challenging though, plus very smart ways of making new style of maps, and I liked most of the new characters, and it was cool seeing our parents like this, but yeah, I feel like, especially after the Blue Lions, it kinda fell a bit short in the plot. But anyway, with that, the video is almost done. Now for some final words on all the routes and sort of an open spoiler discussion on my whole thoughts on the game. So in the end, I hope anyone who stuck around or skipped around, you finally know everything I wanted to say on this game. Believe me, I still cut out many things. Oh yeah, by the way, this section will have spoilers for the whole game. I mean, because there are so many things I didn't even talk about from all the routes, like the paralogs. For example, there's this really cool fog one with Marianne, or this one with Rhea, or even this really cool battle with a dragon called Macuel, with the dialogue revealing a lot about Sedith and Flayn. And I guess you probably should know this by now if you've done at least one route, but Sedith and Flayn are both saints? Yeah, shocking, I know.
Father Keyhole.
They pretended to be brother and sister, but actually are father-daughter, and are saints you hear in the legend, like there's literally statues of them in the church. It's actually really fun seeing all the supports of the characters, and being able to work it out from so many hints, and I guess the biggest tell was the paralog on the beach. But well, that really sums up Three Houses to me. They really went hard with the character dynamics, and that's something I appreciate so much more with this video. They put so much work into the lore of the world, the history of the characters, the ancestors, plus the relations with each other. No matter who you pick as your favorite, you'll be drawn into the world of tangled relations in the Fodlan place. Every character is linked to at least one other in some way, and I really have to applaud them for that. One thing though I guess I didn't like was the route structure, which might be a good or bad thing. Good meaning, holy moly, look at how much value you get in this game. Bad being, if you played only one route, as I know a lot of people did, you don't get the full story. You need to play all of them to understand the overall plot, but even then there's still plenty unexplained, and so much of what I know now is from the wiki, for example the whole Patricia thing. And if you only play one route, some just kinda end. I mean, that means it pushes you to play the others, but with the gameplay, when you're near the end it kinda gets repetitive with the calendar chores, especially on New Game Plus, when everything is already leveled up. I honestly feel like this would be one of my all-time favorite games ever if they cut the routes down to one or two. They could focus on making a story that everyone can experience, because you wouldn't believe how many people I saw hate Edelgard after playing only one route and not trying her one. But I think if they made another game in this engine with the gameplay, the amazing god tier music, the character designs, personality, relationships, I would love it so much. But give me one big story, no branching choices, just one well-crafted single plot, the same length as the three combined. That would be my perfect Fire Emblem game. And I mean, even from this video, hopefully you can see I still love the game very, very much, and I'm so happy with how many people were able to jump into the franchise with this game. You hit gold, IS, don't screw it up like last time. And also because this might be the last big video on this game, why not a tier list, huh? Yeah, okay, here you go, my favorite characters from all the routes. And the order of the favorite routes would be Blue Lions, Golden Deer, Edelgards, and a tie between the Sewer Rats and Church route. And with that, we are at the end. And if you're still here, thank you so much for sticking around. I would mention to support on Patreon, but in these times, your money can be better used elsewhere. But hey, sharing the video is free. I mean, oh boy. I almost went insane making this. Maybe I already am. So yeah, it would be great if you could share this around with your Fire Emblem buddies, or even people who want to look at what this game offers. I heard I'm often good at convincing people to buy games. So yeah, a like to would be nice, and maybe a comment on your favorite character dynamic. Who is your favorite ship? So I can judge you, okay? Also, yes, we did stream 3 of these routes over on Twitch. I stream 3 times a week. Come on in and say hey. And with that, I leave you with the final words that my Twitch chat knows all too well. All your waifus and husbandos in this game are great, but Hilda is worst girl. Yep.
Wait, what?
Trojan, Ramses, Magnum, Sheik.
Whoa, wait, how did I get here? Quick type below, Hilda is the best waifu in Fire Emblem. Please do it now, someone. Oh no!